Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We are now simulcasting the syndicated radio broadcast at prisonplanet.tv. Dr. Sherri Tenpenny is coming up later in the hour, into the next hour, to break down what's happening with the flu inoculations, and fresh off 2 debates she's had here in Austin, visiting with us from her home state of Pennsylvania. Coming up, I'm going to be playing a video clip. Fox admits to planting political brainwashing in popular TV shows. This is an article written by Paul Watson back in March of this year, 2009. News Corp put out a video where they brag that they're pushing global warming propaganda. Separately, though, in a few of News Corp's holdings, they are always claiming they're anti-man-made global warming and believe it's a hoax. But then at key points, these neocon publications come out and announce to everyone that, don't worry, the legislation isn't going to pass. That they told us that the health care legislation, the government takeover of Obamacare, wasn't going to pass the House. It passed. They told us, don't worry, cap and trade to tax every facet of your life, federal control, no judicial review, taxes on all energy, taxes on meat, taxes on farms. Don't worry, that's not going to pass the House. It passed. And I've seen a bunch of articles put out by the New York Post that Rupert Murdoch owns, Fox News, you name it, British newspapers he owns, Australian papers he owns, saying, don't worry, it's not going to pass. And in foreign papers, he's pushing that it's real and that we need it. But to get us to stand down and not think that there's a threat, he's telling us it's not going to pass. Well, the problem with that is Harry Reid, the head of the Senate, has put health care bill on Senate calendar. He's filed the motion, introduced the bill on Monday, November 16th. Anticipating a Republican objection, the bill will be pushed onto the Senate calendar, forced by him. And so they are going to attempt to pass this the 17th, 18th, and 19th of this month. We are only talking about 6 days away that they are going to launch this out of committee, and they're also talking about simultaneously in a week or 2 weeks trying to pass. It's already passed the House. All this has passed the House. It passes the Senate. If it passes the Senate, it's done. And the neocons are saying all over radio, all over TV, don't worry, we've won. And they're telling everybody to stand down. A month ago, Schwarzenegger came out and said, I'm not going to sign the bill in California making you thumbprint and register to buy ammo. And I told everybody, I said, he's anti-gun. He's going to sign the bill next week. He signed it. He didn't want opposition. And he knows that people are barely paying attention to media. So they hear that, oh, Schwarzenegger said he wasn't for that, but then he signs it. They're manipulating you. They're going off the same playbook. There is a very good chance that all of this is going to pass. And somehow we've got to get the word out, grassroots, to call the Senate, to call all the senators that are on the fence about this, to call the couple of Democrats that are on the fence, and some of the Republicans that are on the fence, because they will have a narrow victory right now. They've got maybe 1 or 2 votes over what they need. If we can take 3 votes away, they're going to lose, because even with the vice president pushing it over, giving them that extra vote they need, the vice president can be a tiebreaker. If we get 3 votes right now, we can beat this. And ladies and gentlemen, this is so important. This is economic warfare against our country. We have got to beat this. And here is a clip put out by Fox themselves. There's a bunch of other clips that people put together showing what they're doing from Fox TV, Fox Movies, where Rupert Murdoch is bragging that he's trying to manipulate the news. He said last year at Davos he's trying to manipulate people. So all of his holdings, the TV, the movies, are pushing it's good. Except for Fox News, they're saying it's bad, but don't worry, we beat it. This is why having a Judas goat in amongst us is so important at key times. Rupert Murdoch has spent tens of millions of his own money pushing this global carbon tax that will give an elite group of bankers total control over our economy. Let's go ahead and go to this clip.
We want to set an example to others in our industry and other industries that no matter what the size of your carbon footprint is, you can make a difference.
Out of staple on record.
Global warming.
Probably.
Press button to see what global warming will do in the next 3 years.
3 years is a long ways away.
What could we do on a practical level to start making a difference?
Just had another thought. What if the Scared Straight show had a green message too?
The biggest thing we've done.
You know what? Stop it. Back up to the start. I meant to play this and not comment, but I have to. This was put out in 2006. We wrote about it in March of this year. And they put out other promos. News Corp put this out. That they want you to know. And the NFL says it's real. All the big hype machines are telling you global warming is real. In 2006, they were saying the earth will flood in New York. Everyone will die. The Simpsons. In 3 years. See, they had it timed up to 2009. They meant to pass it. They've been saying this for many years. This is the year they want to ram it all through. So again, for radio listeners that are just listening, you can go to prisonplanet.com or Infowars.com, and you can go to the story if you want to watch this video clip. Fox admits to planning political brainwashing in popular TV shows. Go there and watch it. It's even more powerful. But again, these are TV shows and media clips with implanted messages. Rupert Murdoch is bragging that he's brainwashing people, and we have clips of him as well separately at News Corp press conferences admitting this. But here it is. I'm not going to stop at this time. From the start, this is your champion, Fox, News Corp, the conservatives, stabbing you in the back. Here it is.
We want to set an example to others in our industry and other industries that no matter what the size of your carbon footprint is, you can make a difference.
Out of staple on record.
Global warming.
Probably.
Press button to see what global warming will do in the next 3 years.
3 years is a long ways away.
What could we do on a practical level to start making a difference?
Just had another thought. What if the Scared Straight show had a green message too?
The biggest thing we've done is inserting messages about the environment into some of our content.
I don't follow. Green, it means environmentally friendly.
The lifeblood of our company is the quality of our TV shows, and we would accomplish nothing if we compromised that quality.
Going green doesn't fit with the rest of the show.
We'll work your magic, make it fit.
Hey, Brian. I'm not going to recycle this aluminum can. I'm just going to throw it in the trash. Ha! You're Earth's bitch.
The most powerful way that we could communicate the commitment on behalf of our company was to change the practices within the production, as well as work in a message about global warming, about environmental changes, and about empowering people to take responsibility.
Why are your wedding programs bumpy?
Seeds. Yeah, we're having a green wedding, so after the reception, our guests can plant the programs, grow flowers.
I could live in the sea. I'd make friends with a whale. We'd live in a sunken pirate ship. That'd show global warming.
We've come up with, all sorts of strategies for lessening our footprint. Everything from utilizing hybrid vehicles on our production.
Look at all these Hummers. What kind of jerk would drive one of those?
Dude, this car kicks ass! Yeah, Rumsfeld!
We're using biodiesel fuel in our generators instead of regular diesel.
No car, no electricity.
Cough for me?
I got a zero carbon footprint.
We're now frequently getting scripts electronically.
Fluorescent bulbs that use less electricity. Reusable hemp bags for shopping. Shampoo that's not tested on animals. I feel bad for those lab animals running around with dirty hair, but if it's better for the environment, that's the sacrifice they have to make.
Here at 24, we are committed to reducing our impact on climate change. Now, we know that we can't solve this problem in 24 hours, but by making energy-conscious decisions on our set, we are contributing to a solution.
Galvanizing that kind of an effort with as many people as it has taken to get on board and sort of help us with this effort, it hasn't been difficult. On the contrary, it's been rewarding, and people have acted swiftly and enthusiastically.
He's powering the blender. The wheel rim is attached to a generator. This is rather ingenious.
Stay fit and save energy. Everyone should do this. I'm sure it'll catch on.
Mr. McKay says that history is past, but saving the Earth is our present to the future.
Oh. The fact that this company decided to get behind the move to try to bring an end to global warming was really gratifying.
Finally, I get to save the Earth with deadly lasers instead of deadly slideshows.